it's Jenny. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. Today I wanted to do a book review for you, and that book is Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco. Kerri Maniscalco is a brand new author for me. I've never read anything by her. I've had this book probably a year now, I would say. And I decided I wanted to read it. It was sitting on my shelf out there in the den as one of the books that I wanted to get read. And I'm so glad that I finally read it. I am not a person to read books about witches. That pretty much changed when I read the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, because there's a large portion of that series, there is a group of witches in it. And it really kind of made me, you know, interested again in reading that kind of stuff, which is why I ended up picking this book up. Not to mention the synopsis sounded really good in this book. So I'm going to read you the synopsis first. So Emily and her twin sister Victoria are Strag witches who live secretly among humans, avoiding notice and persecution. One night Victoria misses dinner service at the family's renowned Sicilian restaurant. Sicilian? Is that how you say it? Sicilian. Emilia soon finds the body of her beloved twin desecrated beyond belief. Devastated, Emilia sets out to find her sister's killer and to seek vengeance at any cost, even if it means using dark magic that's been long forbidden. Then Emilia meets Wrath, one of the wicked princes of hell, who she has been warned against in tales since she was a child. Wrath claims to be on Emilia's side, tasked by his master with solving a series of women's murders on the island. But when it comes to the wicked, nothing is as it seems. And I have got to agree with that. Nothing was as it seemed while I was reading this book. And it just grabbed me in from the first page, you guys. I was blown away by the story. I didn't give it 5 stars. I only gave it 4 stars. And the reason for the 4-star was I really wanted to know a little bit more about Victoria. I don't feel like I really got to know her like I did Emilia. You get the sense when you're reading the story that Victoria is the wild one and Emily is the more reserved one. But I really wanted to know what Victoria was doing. And, you know, I realized that maybe in the next book, because this is the first of a trilogy, in the next one, you'll probably learn those things that Victoria was doing that Emilia never learned. And maybe we'll get a better sense of Victoria, but I really wanted to know Victoria more because I think her life was cut off short in this book and we didn't really get to know her as much. So had I known more about Victoria and learned more about Victoria, it probably could have gotten close to a 5-star read, but it didn't quite make it there. I loved Emilia's character, and I love the character of Wrath. Now, I have the really bad feeling that I'm going to end up hating Wrath before the series is over. I don't know. I don't want that to happen because I really do like Wrath. But he's very dark. Of course, he's a prince of hell. But you learn little things about Wrath as you go. So you're kind of on the fence. And you don't know, you know, is he good? Is he bad? But then you're like, he's a prince of hell. He can't be good. And just the way that she's writing his character, it's very thought-provoking. You really do think a lot about Wrath and what's going on. And the things that he does that he really shouldn't because he's a prince of hell. And just little things like that. So it makes you, you know, want to snuggle up a little closer to Wrath and learn a little bit more. And you want him in your corner. And I'm just afraid. I'm afraid that all that's going to be squashed by our author. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to be picking up the next book. Probably after I finish Speak No Evil, I'll pick up book 2. The whole synopsis of the story is very intriguing, and there's she finds her sister murdered, and there is a series of witches in the area being murdered. That's like in the very beginning of the book, so I don't feel like that's a spoiler. I don't like to do spoiler reviews. But you're trying to figure out, you know, who's killing them, and everybody automatically assumes it's these demons of hell, these princes of hell that's doing it. And, you know, rightly so. You know, you would think, hey, you know, that's what's going on. And that just roller coaster just keeps you going and going and going. You don't know what's going to happen at the next turn, you know. And I love when a book can just keep me turning the pages. And this one really does that. And for me not really enjoying witch stories all that much, now I'm really, really enjoying it because I really love Emilia's character. I love Vittoria's character, but like I said, I didn't get to learn enough about Vittoria. I feel now that Emilia is, you know, you watch her as you read, she starts to grow stronger, and she, you know, mentally and physically, she just, you know, you can see that urge to solve her sister's murder, and she's not letting people stand in her way. She lets them know what she's thinking and what she's feeling, and I love to see her growth like that, because this is how I feel Vittoria was before Emilia found her body. So yeah, these two girls are fantastic characters, and even the short time that I had Vittoria, I loved her character, and I just wish I could have, you know, learned more about her and who she was. There's a lot of great characters in this book, a lot to love, a lot to hate. So I think it ticks every box for plot and for characters. You know, sometimes, you know, a plot can carry a book with bad characters, and a lot of times the characters carry the book, but in this one you get equal. I feel like there's an equal balance there between plot and characters, and I love that. So yeah, this is Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco, book number 1 in the trilogy. I think it's a trilogy, I could be wrong. The third book just came out this last year. I had it on pre-order, and now I have the 3. If it's a trilogy, I can just whiz through them. If there's going to be more books, which I don't know yet, I can kind of take my time. We'll see what happens, but I really want to get to book number 2. So, if you like stories about witches, immortal things, stuff like that, then this would probably be a really good book for you guys. So, pick it up when you get the chance. If you've read this book, let me know your thoughts down below. I'd be interested to hear what you thought about it. So, that's it for me today, guys. Thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.